Beyond traditional stocks and bonds, many closed-end funds offer investors access to alternative investments such as real estate, commodities, and derivatives. Larry Antonatos is a managing director at Brookfield Asset Management in Chicago. He specializes in so-called real assets involving property, infrastructure, and natural resources. Let's talk about real assets.
Real assets are investable assets that share a few common characteristics. They're hard assets with a long life. They tend to have stable cash flows, inflation sensitivity, and provide good income. We find these characteristics in three principal asset classes: real estate, infrastructure, and natural resources. Across all three of these real asset classes, we have fixed income and equity investments available. It is a large and liquid universe with a market cap in excess of $10 trillion.
As you view the real asset sector today, where do you see opportunity for investors?
We're very focused on valuation, and we try to take a long-term perspective and understand the long-term intrinsic value of all real asset securities. Right now, we're very positive on securitized credit, which includes both commercial and residential mortgage-backed securities. Clearly, many of these securities suffered during the financial crisis, but today, 9 years later, the U.S. housing market is in much better shape, and these securities are actually very well positioned.
For closed-end fund investors who may want to consider real assets, what's the potential upside and what risks do they need to keep in mind?
Real assets offer a blend of defense and offense. Defensive characteristics include stable cash flows driven by long-term leases in real estate and steady demand for infrastructure services. Offensive characteristics include the potential for growing cash flow due to rising rents in real estate, rising occupancies in real estate, and also due to inflation-linked pricing in infrastructure. Therefore, real assets have performed well in many different market environments. However, there are two market environments when real assets historically have not performed well. First, markets characterized by rapidly growing economic growth. Secondly, markets characterized by rapidly rising interest rates have not been favorable for real assets.
Wrapping up, what's the most compelling reason to take a look at real assets today?
Real assets offer a compelling mix of potential investment benefits: portfolio diversification, inflation protection, capital appreciation, and income. For closed-end fund investors focused on income, the potential for high and stable income from real assets is particularly important.